Okay, intermediate strikes. At the intermediate strikes, we're going to revisit some of the strikes that you learned before at the basic level. Now we're going to put more dynamic in it. So you know, hey, we had this stance, make an 11 with your arms for defense, the jab, the strike. You're standing still, but you learned step forward, strike, use your hip. But in the steps, we had a forward step, a backward step, side step. So we're going to, like forward step, strike, strike, return. Backward step, strike, strike, return. And I want to cover distance, and I want to be able to avoid getting hit. So to avoid getting hit, I have to use my steps. To get a better position, I have to use my steps. And steps adds dynamic to your punches. So we're going to look, hey, how to keep the distance, how to stay in proper distance, and how to cover distance in this lesson. It's quite important, this. You know, like especially with striking, there's a lot of motion that comes from your hips. Yeah? You have to learn how to develop power from the hips. So practice this a lot. So let's look at something basic first. Lucas. First what I want Lucas to learn how to respond against visual cues. So instead of me saying jab, cross, I'm just going to put my arms up. Yeah, this way. No reason for me to go fast right away. Speed comes through repetition. What I mostly want is him not to make any mistakes. I want to build a good habit. So you can start slow. And when I notice that he can keep up with my tempo, I can slowly increase it. Okay, so now we're going to add steps. And again, visual cues only. I'm here, I'm stepping back, he follows. I'm stepping forward, he follows. One. Like this. Yeah, and again, start out slowly. I'm going to add the 45-degree step to the mix. For this, I'm going to signal what I'm doing. So let's say I want him to turn away 45 degrees like this, putting my arm out here, then giving the signal. The other direction, putting my arm out, giving the signal. Maybe move back again. Signal. Like that. So slowly, again, I cannot stress this enough. Speed comes through repetition. Just let it do it often. No need for me to start like 1, 2, 3, 4 in a tempo he cannot follow anyway. Yeah, that will come later. Slowly. Okay, looking at the sideways motion. Of course, first one, just stepping sideways, he follows, and punch. Stepping back, I'm stepping sideways, he follows, punch. So you can have the sideways motion, front, back, and the 45-degree turn. If he's just outside of striking distance, here, so now, look, I cannot strike him. Then he's not going to do anything but just lean back a little bit on his rear leg, here. So, 1, over I do this, 1. Okay? No way for him to make big steps. So he sees, hey, Klaas is not in reach, he cannot actually hit me, so when he sees that I'm coming, moving back and forward again, because if he strikes, 1, and now maybe now when moving forward, I can make my offense. But right now that's not really important, just he has to learn to measure the right distance. If I'm here, and now I'm striking, he should know, hey, I have to move or I have to block. Blocks is something we'll look at the next lesson. But when I'm out of striking distance here, I just move back and come forward. Just move back and come forward. In the beginning, I'm really going to telegraph my motions. What that means, he can see the strike coming from a mile away. So I'm not going to do this really fast. Yeah, again, probably you know the theme of this lesson. Speed comes through repetition. Yeah, start off slow. Really going to telegraph here. Now what to do when he is closer? First, we're just going to use the side steps. So again, I'm going to telegraph, duck, yeah, and return. On the other side, duck, and return. Duck, return, duck, return. And maybe I can signal. So duck, yeah, and return. Duck, return. Add that. Now look what happens is instead of just going sideways, Lucas doesn't move back in a 45-degree angle, but he moves forward in a 45-degree angle. One here. Now he's almost like in an ideal position. I cannot reach him, and he has given himself perfect position. Also on the other side. If I move one here. So, and again, I can add signals to the mix. So, one, boom, and return. One, boom, return. So first, just practice the duck. One, okay, when he's comfortable with that. One, okay, and return. One, and return. Again, only visual cues. Okay. Now one more thing. What if he is just out of reach, but I want to hit him? It's another shuffle step. It's where I use my rear leg. Like, okay, now I'm closing all the way, which is something you shouldn't do, but almost close forward and hit. So you're here. I cannot reach him, but I want to. Rear leg comes in. 1, 2, jab. So if I'm here, usually you would say, look, if I'm here, I give you a signal, you're not going to punch because you're out of reach. In this case, first practice with the jab. So Lucas sees, hey, he's out of striking distance, up, bam, here. Okay? And again, first slow, so just slowly, rear leg first, front leg, jab. Okay? If he can do that, he can also do it with a cross. Bam. Okay? And if he can do that, he can also do it with a combination. Boom, here. So when I'm here, I'm out of striking distance, I cannot hit him, bam, forward. So I want to move. If I just step, that's not enough. I want to move forward. 1, 2, and then strike. Okay, so now we can make like a total of this. So again, start off slow. So I'm going to start here. Sorry, my hands are down. 1. Okay. Something like that, maybe off, continue. Here. So again, start off slowly. No way for me, no need for me to rush him through his techniques. When mistakes are made, stop, try again. Especially the shuffle step, people have difficulty with it. Why? It is step, step, then punch. No. It is step, punch, then step. No. You really have to have like very good timing, especially on your jab. 1, 2, jab, straight. So practice that one a lot. Okay. Now we have done the normal punches. How about the hooks and the uppercuts that we use? I can give signals for that as well. If I do this, there's a hook, there's a hook, there's an uppercut, there's an uppercut. So if you want to, you can combine them all. Maybe I can give signals for combinations. I'm going to do 1, 2, up, hook, yeah, or 1, 2, here. So slowly, but maybe start first, Look, we're going to do jabs and punches. all you do is jabs and combinations. Now we're going to do hooks, so we're only going to work with hooks. 1. Now all we're going to do is uppercuts. Like this, yeah? So just combine. And again, don't rush it. Take it slow. Yeah? So under, oh, here, uppercut. Here, here. So, and also give him the chance to get creative. But my signals should be clear. If my signals are like fuzzy, he doesn't know exactly what to do. One or like a little bit in between, he doesn't learn anything. Start off slow, make clear steps, clear signals, don't say anything, and then when that goes okay, we can slowly build up speed. Yeah? Last time I'm going to say it, speed comes through repetition. Drill for skill. The next lesson, we're going to look at some blocking methods that you have to know for your green belt.